I want to bring in our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Now, Sanjay, there's been some significant developments on the alleged link between autism and childhood vaccines. What happened today?
There are 3 test cases out there, Wolf, that sort of a special court ruled on today, trying to establish whether or not there is a link between certain vaccines, childhood vaccines, the MMR vaccine in particular, and autism. This was a ruling that a lot of people were waiting for some time. The answer came back as no, no, no on all 3 of those test cases. No link was established. One of these families we've been following along for some time. Her name is Michelle Cedillo. She's 14 years old. She lives in Yuma, Arizona. Take a look. There's no doubt Michelle Cedillo is a sick child. The 14-year-old diagnosed with autism can't walk without help. She receives nourishment from a feeding tube and needs constant monitoring for seizures. Her mother, Teresa, says her daughter became sick after receiving the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine at 15 months of age.
You think you're dealing with something that is going to come and go, and then you get your child back.
The ruling in the Cedillo's case, which was written by a tax lawyer appointed to the court as a special master, concluded the Cedillos have not demonstrated either that the Marisol-containing vaccines can harm infant immune systems in general, or that such vaccines did harm Michelle's immune system. Bottom line, they concluded the vaccine did not cause Michelle's autism. Dr. Paul Offit is director of the Vaccine Education Center at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. He's also author of Autism's False Prophets. He says cases like Michelle's are unfortunate coincidences.
About 20% of children with autism will regress between often the first and second birthday. So statistically, it has to happen where some children will get a vaccine, they will have been fine, they get the vaccine, then they're not fine anymore.
Even before the court's ruling, the medical establishment had passed judgment on the vaccine autism claim. More than a dozen large studies in prestigious medical publications like the New England Journal of Medicine finding no link between vaccines and autism. With their suit, Teresa and Mike Cedillo say they were simply hoping to receive an award big enough to take care of Michelle when they're gone. Now, these special masters, specifically with the Cedillo case, said, look, they feel deep sympathy as to what's happened to Michelle, but they simply did not think it was entitled to a reward. You know, Wolf, we called the Cedillo family as well after this ruling came down today, and they said, look, we're very disappointed. They're talking to their lawyers. They're going to weigh their options. They don't think this is over yet, but this was obviously a huge blow for them.
So is this decision final now?
Well, you know, the way it works with the vaccine court is you can appeal, just like any other court. You can appeal to a federal claims court, for example. They may hear this case, but the vaccine court has been handing down decisions for over 20 years now, and they've given money in the past. Over 1,500 cases, they've given money. $1.18 billion was a total that we investigated today. But these 3 cases, they simply thought an award was not justified.
You don't really hear much about this vaccine court. I've never heard about it, but it's out there, I see.
Yeah, you know, what's so interesting about this is when vaccine makers started coming to this country and so many lawsuits were being waged against them, they said, we simply can't continue to do this. It's just not profitable. So what they said is we'll set up a special court. We'll take 75 cents, an excise tax, if you will, off every vaccine, put it into this fund, and make it available if they think that there are some damages that should be awarded. That's what the vaccinist court is for. That's why it's paid out over $1 billion over 20 years. It is sort of something that you don't hear that much about. And again, as we pointed out, you can appeal if they're not happy with the decision.
Interesting stuff and very controversial, I'm sure. All right, Sanjay, thanks very much. Dr. Sanjay Gupta is our chief medical correspondent.